Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back here with what to expect this coming season for the New York Knicks, year 3 of this, guys. And as you guys know, before we start this video, I want to hear 3 things from you guys in the comment section. Those 3 things are, A, who do you think is going to be an X Factor? I think, Quinn Grimes is going to be a dog. My backup guys, Emmanuel Quickly, finally taking that next leap. Or even Obi Toppin. Those are my 3 contenders. Now, 2, what will the team's record be? I think they got to be a top 6 seed. If not, Tom Thibodeau is going to be gone. But, and the 3rd one is, how far will this team go if they do make the playoffs? Besides that, guys, I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think of this team? And let's get right into today's video. If you guys enjoy this type of video or anything regarding the NBA, I post 150 videos a month, 5 videos a day. And we just hit 8,000 all the way to 10,000. Let's get right into the video in the New York Knicks. If you guys want to hear what the roster is Trevor Keels, who was their 2nd round pick with the 12th pick in this year's draft, and for Ferran Hunt are the 2 guys on the 2-way. They have Ryan Arsenio, I always mess his name up, from Villanova on the team. RJ Barrett-Jalen Brunson, M. Fournier, Quinn Grimes, Jalen Harris, Isaiah Hartenstein. Also, Jalen Harris, I'm so mad he got suspended, but I really hope makes the team. He's on a training camp deal. Isaiah Hartenstein, great pickup. Daquan Jeffries, Miles McBride, C. Mikhailou, shout out KU, Rock Chalk Jayhawk, baby. As you guys know, I go to KU. Emmanuel Quickly, he went to school 15 minutes away from me in Maryland. Julius Randle, Cam Reddish, Mitchell Robinson, Derrick Rose, Jericho Sims, and Obi Toppin. And currently the roster stands at, I believe, Knicks at this point, or with the 2 guys on, they're going to have to cut a few guys. And before we continue, I just want to hear you. Who do you think is going to make the training camp roster? They're currently at 20 players, and 2 of those guys being on 2 ways, meaning they have to cut 3 guys. And if I have to say who they're going to cut, I really want Jalen Harris to make it, but I think Daquan Jeffries isn't going to make it. Ryan Arsenio could make it. He's I think Svi Mikhailou will make it if he's shooting 3s. Ryan, I think they're good with Derrick Rose, Jalen Brunson, Emmanuel Quickly. Okay, they could get a 4th point guard, but they have Miles McBride. So I see Ryan getting cut. I see Daquan Jeffries getting cut. And damn, I guess Jalen Harris is getting cut too. Okay. I really wish Jalen Harris. I want Jalen Harris with Svi Mikhailou to make this. That's just me being biased. Now, the question is, will an RJ Barrett, M. Fournier, Jalen Brunson perimeter give you enough defense? Even Julius Randle sometimes stepping out on the perimeter with the type of force he'll be guarding. And the reason I say this is because it was recently reported that Evan Fournier is looking like he's going to be the starter. So if you guys want, I want to hear your starting lineups down below. My starting lineup right now: Jalen Brunson, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. Backup center, Isaiah Hartenstein. Backup power forward for Randle, Obi Toppin. RJ Barrett's probably going to be backed up by... That's where it gets interesting, because either Quinn Grimes or maybe Cam Reddish. Maybe they actually give Cam Reddish a shot. I think Quinn Grimes and Emmanuel Quickly and Derrick. Really, I think actually, yeah, I think if Jalen Brunson, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson is the starting lineup, I think Derrick Rose, Quinn Grimes, Emmanuel Quickly, Obi Toppin, and Isaiah Hartenstein is the 10-man rotation right there. Okay? First 5, Brunson, Barrett, Fournier, Randle, Robinson. 6th man, D. Rose, Quickly, Grimes, Toppin, Hartenstein. That's your 10-man rotation. Probably because they're paying Hartenstein and Derrick Rose. Those guys are probably the first 2 off the bench, unless the 3 young guys, supersede them because they're that much better. And I could see that with even though they're paying Isaiah Hartenstein, they're paying Mitchell Robinson, so he's probably just a reserve big man. And then basically Cam Reddish, Jericho Sims, Miles McBride, Svi Mikhailou are going to be, depth guys. And that's where it definitely gets interesting, because when you look at it, Like, this is a decent squad, and for me, I like the team. I like the team. I think if they can like right there, the starting lineup of Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle. That's a lot of scoring potentially. Okay, that's a right there. You can easily get 80, 90 points off of those guys right there a night combined. Those four guys will each give you a combined 80 to 90 points a night, including Mitchell Robinson. All five, your starting lineup's giving you 80, 90 points, and then you got off the bench. Okay, D Rose, quickly, and Grimes is probably the first three guys off the bench. That's fucking phenomenal. Three guys who can score, two guys who can play defense, and then you also have Obi Toppin, another guy who can score, Isaiah Hartenstein, who's actually a lot better at defense than most people would assume. And for me, this is a squad that's way better than people assume. On paper, this is a good team. This is a good team. And it all comes down to defense. And if they can hit their shots, I think that's something that actually has held them back a little bit more than people would want to admit. That, this is a team that defensively, they are, you could say this about any team, but really, there's some teams that don't need to play defense and they're somehow still good. But for me, this is still a team that when they play good defense, holy macamole, like they are significantly better when they're playing good defense. Like ridiculous. Like I think it's almost like night and day if you want to say how different this team is like they almost look like contenders when they're playing good defense, and then when they're not playing good defense, everything falls apart. I've always said this: the best offense is defense. Okay, and I think everyone knows that. So I think it's definitely interesting. I think they're embracing the young guys. That's why they traded, the older dudes. So for me, it's definitely going to be something interesting as all hell. And that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. If you're a fan of the New York Knicks, what do you guys think of this current situation? I think definitely when you look at it, Evan Fournier, he's a guy who can come out and put buckets. And look, if the Knicks are going to make a second playoff appearance in the last decade, they obviously are going to need more than RJ Barrett and Brunson to get there. Julius Randle needs to show up and look like the guy who made second team, third team All NBA. They spent $104 million on Brunson and another $120 million on Barrett's extension after not getting Donovan Mitchell. And that's the kind of long-term money that will be, league-wide punch, they're going to be getting made fun of if they miss the postseason. And you know where you're getting from Jalen Brunson. The guy had a crazy good year last year being the sidekick for Luka Dončić. However, can Barrett, whose Knicks career was on the brink just a few weeks ago during those Donovan Mitchell talks, take his game to the next level? And can Julius Randle and Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel quickly all do it to make it work? Hopefully. What are your thoughts?